when we decide that we don't want people to be successful with their first book, we're telling people not to start writing. That's what we're telling people. If they're coming for Corey Kenshin, why wouldn't they come for me? I've written one book so far. I have my book in production, issue two's coming, but
Mm.
it takes a second when you're doing it on your own. We're coming for Corey Kenshin. Why not come for Mark Bandy? He only has one comic book, right? What if I had been massively successful with my first book? Like that, people set out to do this to do exactly what he did. Now, should we purposely put hurdles in front of him because he's already high performing? I think
Mm.
you just set up those type of people to wow, because at the end of the day, you need to deliver to readers, and there's an ever growing demand for something amazing. I'm not going to say content, but something amazing. And when you can
Mm.
supply that to people, that's big. That's big. I'm not going to sit here and get mad as a newer creator and pretend that somehow Mr. Corey Kenshin selling his 200,000 copies somehow is limiting my success. He's not keeping any money from my wallet. You know what I mean? His success isn't
Mhm.
I'm not one to believe that. I'm just not. I don't think that the market is this I don't think it's so easy to describe as everyone has a certain X amount of dollars for comic books, and if they spend money on him, they're probably not going to spend money on me. Um, that's not necessarily true. Maybe it's just not your time now. But you still need to
Mhm.
present to them, because what do they want to buy later? You know what I mean? It's just there's a lot there. You still try. You still present
Mhm.
yourself. I'm not just going to sit here and not sell a comic because Corey Kenshin was successful. You know what I mean? That just doesn't make sense to me. And I think that a lot of the
Mhm.
folks, I think that they're just wanting to find a way to voice their experience in the face of their success. Oh,
Mm.
well, maybe I should have just had a YouTube this whole time. And it's go make one.
Maybe. It's right there, yeah.
Yeah, we did. We decided that we wanted to do more. We wanted to have more
Mm.
to present. We wanted to give more of ourselves to our readers, to people who are interested in comics, because we need to make sure that they know who we are. If you don't know who we are, you won't know about our books. And expecting the powers that be to come through and just kind of tap you on your shoulder, I'm not about that. Not about somebody giving me something either. And the what Corey
Mm.
did, I'm interested in that. So
Yeah.
if I can learn a thing or two, if I can have patience, and if I can see what I personally think was successful about this and that I could do in my own life, I think I can make my own unique success by just being inspired
Mhm.
by his, if that makes sense.
Mhm. No, that makes total sense.